Now, do you want to live a more meaningful, focused, and fulfilled life? Well, I guess we all do, don't we? So in this video, I'm going to share with you 7 powerful short sentences that you can and maybe should try and live your life by. Simple truths that can change how you think, act, and grow. Watch to discover practical wisdom and game-changing perspectives that will help you live boldly, authentically, and with a sense of purpose. So stay tuned, we're going to get into some modern wisdom to steer and chart your life by. Hi, I'm Ellis, welcome back to the channel, and once again I'm here in my home office because once again, living in the north of the United Kingdom as I do, it's far too cold to go outside and play about with an iPhone. So it's much better and it's easier for me to stay in the warm confines of my home office and be able to just concentrate on getting the message across that I want to say without worrying about freezing my arse off outside in the bitterly cold UK. Now, sometimes I really wish I lived in one of the tropical regions of the world. I really do. Now, like always, I like breaking things down into simple, small steps. And 7 for me seems to be the magic number. And like always, I'm going to preface this advice by saying it's not really advice, it's just my opinion on what you can do and how I feel you can make your life a more fulfilling and happier place to be in 2025. So let's dive straight in. Number 1 in this list is fear. Now, fear doesn't stop death, but it does stop life. Now, fear is a thief. It sneaks in, not to protect us, but to paralyze us. And fear doesn't stop death. Unfortunately, it doesn't stop the inevitable that we all have coming. But it does stop life. It stops us from chasing dreams, from trying, from truly living. Every moment spent in fear is a moment stolen from joy, adventure, and growth. Life really begins when we stop letting fear hold the pen. So step into the unknown, take the leap, and remember, fear isn't the absence of life. It's living boldly in spite of it. So don't just survive, live. Now, if I let fear take control of my life 10 years ago, I would never have gone off to try and climb Mount Everest and have that amazing adventure that I had, that near-death experience that I did go through. But then I would never have had the book, which ultimately I believe has defined me in my life. I'm very proud that I know that a copy of that Everest book sells, it's at least somewhere, every single day of the year to somebody somewhere in the planet. And for that, I'm going to be eternally grateful. Yet, had I let fear consume me and I didn't get on that plane, or I didn't even try in the first place, then I wouldn't have this. This wouldn't be part of my legacy. Number 2, if it costs you your peace and it's far too expensive. Now, what does that mean? Peace isn't a luxury. It's your foundation. If something costs you your peace, it's far too expensive, no matter what it promises in return. A toxic job, draining relationships, or the relentless pursuit of perfection. All of it comes at a price, and that price is your well-being. Remember, you can always earn more money, meet more people, or gain more success in life. But once your peace is gone, it takes everything with it. Protect it fiercely. Say no when you need to, and walk away when it's absolutely necessary. Because nothing, absolutely nothing, is worth trading your peace of mind. So choose peace every single time. Number 3, and this is that people only see the decisions you made, not the choices you actually had. Life is complicated, and so are the choices we face. People often judge the decisions we made, but rarely do they see the choices we had or the lack of them. The truth is, every choice comes with its own set of challenges, sacrifices, and unseen battles. It's very easy to criticize from the outside, but only you know the roads that you had to walk. So don't let their judgment weigh you down. You did the best you could with what you had, and that's enough. Your story is yours to write. It's not theirs to understand. When I went off to climb Mount Everest for the first time in 2014, the wall of negativity that I experienced around that choice to go and climb this mountain was off the scale. From accusations of being selfish, I had a young family at home to support, I shouldn't be doing something so reckless, why do you feel you need to do this in your life, can't you just accept what you have? The list goes on and on and on. After Everest, when I wrote the book, the amount of negativity I had based on the fact that I actually had the audacity to go and climb the mountain The noise was deafening. I was called everything from a cretin, selfish, a stain on the mountain. I had no business being on Everest in the first place. And all this toxicity and negativity was thrown my way, all because I dared to dream big in life. And as I just said, your story is yours to write. It's not theirs to understand. I literally could not care less at the negative voices that were thrown my way. Nothing was going to detract me or make me lose focus on the task at hand. And back 10, 11 years ago, that task at hand was to climb the highest mountain in the world. A goal that I'd set myself from a very, very young age in my life. Number 4 kind of ties into the number 3 point there. Never take criticism from somebody who you would never take advice from. Now, criticism is very easy to give, but not all of it is worth taking. So here's the rule. Never take criticism from somebody who you wouldn't go to for advice. Why? Why is that? And that's basically because their words come from their perspective. It's not your reality. Constructive feedback, however, builds you. Negative feedback tears you down. Before you let someone's opinion sink in, ask yourself, do they understand your journey? If not, don't listen to them. Would you trust their guidance? If the answer is no, let their words pass you by. Focus on the voices that uplift you and guide you, not the ones that echo doubt. Protect your energy, protect your growth. I mentioned the power of saying no in my previous video about things that I no longer do once I hit 50. And the big one in that list was I no longer say yes when I actually mean no. So no, and my number 5 here is no, is a complete sentence. That is all it needs to be. No is one of the most powerful words you can ever use in your arsenal of words to use. It's a complete sentence, no explanations, no justifications required. Yet so often we feel the need to defend it, to soften it somewhat, as if protecting our boundaries needs an excuse. It doesn't. Saying no doesn't make you selfish, it makes you self-aware. It's an act of self-respect, a way to prioritize your time, energy, and peace. Remember, you are not responsible for how others feel about your no. You're responsible for honoring yourself. So say it firmly, kindly if you must, but never, never apologize for it. No is enough. Number 6 is an interesting one. It's a little bit of a tongue twister, this one. If you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice. So what do I mean by that? Every dream, every goal, every step towards progress, it comes with a price. If you don't make sacrifices for what you want, time, effort, focus, then what you want will become the sacrifice. It's that simple. You can't wish your way to success or hope your way to fulfillment in this life. You have to put in the work, make the hard choices now. And sometimes give up what's easy or comfortable. But here's the truth, the sacrifices you make now will be worth it when you achieve what you've been striving for. Don't let your dreams in this life slip away because you weren't willing to fight for them. Choose wisely. My number 7 point that literally should live in your head rent-free. To live a life most people don't live, you have to be prepared to do what most people don't do. Extraordinary lives aren't built on ordinary habits. That's obvious. If you want to live a life most people don't live, you have to be prepared to step out of the crowd and do what most people won't do. That means taking risks, embracing discomfort, and working harder and smarter than everybody else in the room. It's waking up early, staying late, and persevering when everybody else quits. That makes the difference. The road to greatness isn't crowded, but it's worth every step. Remember, while most settle for what's easy, you're choosing exceptional. So keep going, because the life that you dream of quite literally is just on the end of all the effort. And finally, I'm actually going to leave you with a bonus one here, a number 8 in this 7-point list, because I think this is far too important to miss out, and I've literally just remembered it, so I do want to say this one. And it's this: it's okay to live a life most people don't understand. I've lived my entire life with people not understanding the choices I've made, the decisions that I've made in my life, the paths that I've gone down. I've left people, like loved ones, the nearest and dearest, the closest people to me. I've left them gobsmacked and bewildered with choices that I've made, but that's okay because they're my choices. And if I'm comfortable with them, and if I know these are the right choices for me, it's the little voices in my head and it's the voice that wins out that's telling me to keep going despite the discomfort, despite the risks, despite the fact that everybody else might not agree with what you're doing. You have to do you in 2025. You've got to take the choices that make you come alive. Disregard within reason the naysayers and the negative voice. If it doesn't align with your values and your beliefs, get rid of that noise out of your head, because not everybody will understand your journey, and that's okay. Your life isn't meant to fit into somebody else's expectations or definitions. It's yours, unique, messy, and beautiful. Living a life most don't understand means that you're daring to be different, to follow your own path, and to chase what sets your soul on fire. Let them question, let them doubt. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're true to yourself. The world doesn't need more people who conform. It needs more people who inspire. So live boldly, unapologetically, and authentically. Your life doesn't need to be understood by others. It just needs to be lived by you. So thanks for watching today's short little bit of inspiration again for my YouTube channel. Now, if any of this resonates with you and you can get some takeaways from this, then fantastic. That's what these videos are all about. If you've liked the video today, either give me a thumbs up, because I do think that will help me and help these videos be seen by more people. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll see you on my next video. Keep wondering and keep wondering.